Good morning, friends. I'm so sorry I couldn't be there with you all today to do this fun art project, but I wanted to talk a little bit about what we're going to be learning about. We're going to be learning about winter and how to draw it in art. So you guys just saw a really cute video about snowflakes falling, and you saw a bunch of really cool pictures of different snowflakes and people wearing different clothing than what we're used to wearing in the summer, and a lot of white. So what I want you guys to do today is, with whatever art materials you have, we're going to start off by drawing a ground line. Okay, the ground line is going to go from one side of the paper to the other. This makes it so that nothing is floating. So if I draw my marker cap, it looks like it's standing on that ground line. If I draw it up here, it looks like the marker cap can fly. And can marker caps fly? No, they cannot. So I'm going to take that back. And what we're going to do today is we're going to use our shapes, because that's also what we've been learning every single art class. And we're going to use shapes to make our snowman. So I'm going to start off by drawing a circle. If you guys want something to look at, that circle is a pretty big circle, but it's not too big. Okay, because it still fits in my paper. So you're going to draw one circle, and then you're going to draw the second circle, but make it smaller than the first one you drew. So there we have 1, 2. This one's smaller than this one. This one's bigger than that one. And then I'm going to draw a smaller circle. That almost looks like a head, because it is a head. What we're going to draw next is you're going to take a rectangle, and you're going to draw a little tiny rectangle on that head. You don't have to do it tilted like I did. If you want to make it a little bit different, you can. And then you're going to take a square and draw it on top of that rectangle. So far, we have all the tools ready to make our snowman. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw our 3 polka dots so that it looks like it's wearing a coat, because it's so cold outside, guys. This morning I went out and to my car to grab my phone, because I had left it there overnight, and it was so cold. I had to come back in and put on my winter coat. So make sure that you put a coat on for your snowman as well. Next, we're going to draw 2 lines. As you guys might be able to guess, these lines are going to be the hands, and you're going to add 3 little lines there. Normally, when you're making a snowman, you would use tree branches and you would stick it into the snow so that your snowman has arms. Next thing is, we've used circles, we've used squares, we've used rectangles. Now we're going to use a triangle for the nose. It's a really big nose. Normally, you guys use carrots to put on the snowman so that it looks like a nose, but we're going to use a triangle for today. And then we're going to finish drawing by adding the eyes and adding a nice big smile. So there we have our snowman, but now it's time to decorate it. Okay? So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time to draw it. Hopefully you guys were drawing it with me, but if not, I'm going to talk about the next step so you guys can draw during this. The next step is adding snowflakes, because snowflakes are needed to make snowmen. So you have 3 ways of making snowflakes. You can either take dots and put them all around. You can take lines and draw 1, 2, 3, 4 lines to make different snowflakes. And the beautiful thing about snowflakes is that no 2 look alike. So they should not look exactly like mine. Try and make them look different. The last way that we're going to draw snowflakes today is by drawing a triangle, and then a triangle on top, but upside down, and then some lines. Little tiny lines. Now we have really, really big snowflakes. Let's see if I can make this one super tiny. It came out looking more like a blob, but that's because of the marker that I have. And then the last thing we're going to draw in terms of our landscape, which this is a picture of a landscape because we have a ground line and this is land. We're going to draw a nice big tree. And on that tree, we can add some snow by doing that, because it's a snowy covered tree. If you have more time and you finish drawing, you can add some additional details that will make this snowman come to life, such as drawing shoes And I mentioned earlier that your snowman is probably cold, so draw a rectangle and then another rectangle. Make sure they're touching. And then you have a snowman with a scarf so that he doesn't get too cold outside. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys the rest of the time in a couple minutes. I'm gonna ask if your teachers can call on you guys so you can show off what your snowman look like. But the last thing that you need to do to make a successful snowman is come up with a name. I'm gonna call my snowman Edward, because I think that would be a really funny name for a snowman. But I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to draw a snowman, how to draw a wintry landscape, different snowflakes, and a tree. Next week, what we're gonna draw is we're gonna draw pictures of ourselves in our winter clothing. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next week.